from Auckland Park in Johannesburg. Janke, this is an important one, isn't it? The findings of a recommendation by the ad hoc committee. It'll be interesting to hear certainly what comes out of these findings. Do we have any idea as yet what we could hear today?
Well, unfortunately not, but we do know that the Commission had quite a broad scope of what it was looking into. After the Commission was set up back in June, it invited staff members, freelancers, service providers, and even members of the public who had interactions with staff members who felt like they were uncomfortable or there was unwarranted touching and of any sort, to serious allegations of sex for jobs allegations. All of that the Commission had to look into. So for about 3 weeks, they invited members from the staff members and members of the public to make submissions to the Commission, and it has now completed its work, and it will today release these findings as well as the recommendations. We understand they've already been submitted to the SABC board, and they have now directed the executive directors to implement these recommendations already. So we'll have to find out today the severity of the action that will be taken, and that will obviously depend on what exactly these findings are. As I've mentioned, they said that it could be anything from someone who interacted with a staff member who felt that they were uncomfortable because of a comment, to serious allegations of sexual harassment or being put under pressure for basically a favor, sexual favor, in exchange for a job at the SABC. So it is quite important. The SABC has said that it is extremely serious about this, and they will follow through with the recommendations, even to the full extent of the law, if any of the allegations, the veracity of these allegations has been proven.
So, Janke, we do know that these commissions of inquiry, the one that you mentioned now, the one into sexual harassment in the workplace, is in fact one of 2 commissions of inquiry appointed back in June, the other one being interference in news decisions.
Yes, so the Parliamentary Ad Hoc Committee that you mentioned recommended that 2 commissions be set up, one into sexual harassment and the other one into political interference. According to the SABC, the commission is not yet, the other commission is not yet completed with its work. So today we will only hear from the chairperson of the one commission, Barbara Watson, who's a social worker herself. She will release the findings of the one commission, but they are yet to release the report of the second one, which is just as important, specifically when it comes to the credibility of the SABC as an institution, and some of the concerns we've heard, reports about political interference, editorial interference when it comes to the newsroom. So that will be the second one. It's still unclear when that report will be released.
All right, well, thanks very much for that update. Our reporter Janke Tolme live to us there from Auckland Park in Johannesburg.